All right. Well, my name is Robert Lacey. I'm doing the in-servicing for the Mindray EPM10. So just go kind of over the basics of the monitor first. And, you guys can feel free to ask questions if stop me and ask questions. First thing is you have your on and off button here. To turn it on, just press it once. To turn it off, you have to hold it down for like 3 seconds. And it'll say system shutting down. You have your alarm pause button and then alarm stop, basically. So this will pause all alarms for 2 minutes, and this will stop any active alarms that are currently going off. This is your print button, so press it once, and that's gonna, we have paper, that's gonna start recording. It said recording on the bottom, so you don't, if you click it again, it does stop it. So if you click it and then click it again, it's not gonna record. So click it and then let it go. If you wanna stop it while it's recording, you click it again. This is your start and stop blood pressure button. So basically, put your cuff on, press your button. You're going to start the blood pressure intervals. Everything else on the monitor is touchscreen. So to change any parameters or anything on the monitor, you're going to just point to the parameter you want to change. So first, we'll start with blood pressure. So the blood pressure intervals are set to 5 minutes. If you want to change those intervals either to 3 minutes or just to manual, which would just be 1 blood pressure, and then you'd have to press it again, you just click on the blood pressure tile and it actually brings up all of the setup menu for NIBP. Here's your intervals. You would just click it and you can scroll up or down, and then that's how you would change your blood pressure intervals. The other things that you maybe want to adjust, you have your ECG tile here, so click on this. Under here, it does allow you to change all of your high and low heart rates for ECG specifically. If you click Setup, you can also change your QRS volume. So that's your beat volume. You can have that, be higher or lower. And then also you can change the lead that you're viewing. So you're using 3 leads, so you're going to basically be able to see 3 different leads, but that's about it. And then gain. If you did want to adjust the gain, that's also in your ECG setup. If you want to change something on SpO2, you click SpO2. Basically, you can adjust your alarms, again, high and low. And the setup here, really not much you're going to probably adjust on the setup there. What else? You don't have CO2. Respirations, the respirations is going to come from your ECG, so there's nothing to adjust on that. You are going to get your past vitals down here. This is kind of a quick view of all your vitals, so it's going to give you the time, heart rate, SpO2, respiratory rate, and your blood pressure. And then on the bottom here, these are all your quick keys. So a lot of these are redundant to what you can adjust in the settings there. But NIBP measure, if you click on that, that actually just gives you all of the NIBP times. And what this does is if you click NIBP measure and you click 3 minutes, that also starts the blood pressure. If you want to stop the blood pressure while it's pumping up, you can either click your button here. That will stop the blood pressure. But if you're wanting to stop the interval, so see here, you have your interval counting down. That means it's going to start another blood pressure in 2 minutes. If you want to stop the interval from going, maybe you're done taking blood pressures, but you're still getting, you're still going to monitor SpO2. You click right here, NIBP stop all. That will stop your blood pressure intervals. NIBP stat, this is for like an emergency. This will just take 1 blood pressure continuous for 5 minutes. So take a blood pressure, after it's done, it'll just start again. So if there was like a code or something, you want a bunch of blood pressures, that's what that button does. Discharge patient, it's exactly what it says. You can, after each patient is done, you're going to want to go into discharge patient and clear that data. And that would be under you'd click discharge patient. It goes into standby, now it's ready for the next patient. You come back out, you just click monitor, and it's going to come back out ready for the next patient. Screen setup, there's not much you're going to do here. This just changes the tile layouts, but I don't think you'll be changing that. There's nothing else to add, so all the parameters are on your screen already. Alarm setup. This is basically all the alarms are in the alarm setup button. So, this, you could scroll through all of them. You have all the different ones, but the fastest way to change alarms is to click on the parameter that you're wanting to adjust. So like SpO2, like I showed before, if you want to go change a high and a low, you click on SpO2. and it goes right to that alarm without having to scroll through them all. Review. So as I said before, there's a quick kind of trend list here, but you also have your review tab here, and this is going to bring up all of the data that from that patient. So if you've had them here for an hour or however long, you have all that trend data here, and you can also print record a strip from all that data by clicking that little record button there. Well, it's not going to work because there's no data, but when you had the patient there, you click it and it would print all that data out for you. Standby. This is just what it says as well. Just puts the monitor in standby. Maybe they walk to the bathroom or something, you don't want it alarming, you can put it in standby and then just say resume monitor, and that brings it back out, and you don't lose any of the patient data. And main menu, main menu you really won't ever use. That's just to change like defaults and stuff like that. That's pretty much it. To change the paper, you do have to push down on this little tab. It has a little picture in here as well to show you, but basically you just want the flap to be down like this. And you just push it in and make sure it's centered in between those two lines, and that's how you change the paper. That's pretty much it.
Thank you.